out what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's go now. Strike. Strike. Ready?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Second down right at line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ultra. Hut.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Here, look at this Baltimore defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, middle. Hey, middle. 180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. For Kidder here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college, going all off-season about a season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's got it to about the 40. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Nick Bolton buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Cook running right. Shifts past him at the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Steelers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. They're bringing their best every week. That's been a challenge thus far.
It's David Ajabo there for the tackle.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw held in by Washington. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Now 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Cook is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly.
Play left side is complete on the diving effort. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
They go play action now. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Baltimore.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Sheds off the tackle.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got this to Pickens.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
On the double. Slide blue. Drill green. Shot 17. Claws red. Bang.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Here
The
we
Steeler
go.
offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
You ain't going nowhere.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley.
54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. This pass caught at the 4.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Dobbins is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
He'll try again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. Now it's Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Flush to his right. He's still on his feet, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready?
On play action, Lance. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Nwosu able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Lance to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lance. And he rifles one incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Inside the 10. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. On second down, Cook. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
It's 4th down.
Blue strike.
Desperation time here. Lance working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got it. This is Ware. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
At the 23-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Striker, 3-3.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Cook. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. York now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in right around the goal line.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. Fights loose, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Dobbins trying the left side. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. 72 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Here's 1st and 10. Lance back to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
38.
Now Lance.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Here's Lance.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Uchenna Nwosu in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Yellow. Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Lance looking to throw.
And this is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout.
and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
31-yard line.